Okay guys, very big video this time. What is up everyone, my name is Brick Stoic, and welcome back to another LEGO Sonic the Hedgehog video. This time we're talking about a LEGO Sonic Colors build that I made and is over 64 studs long. This thing is massive! Right before we start, I just quickly want to remind you guys to like, comment, and subscribe, but without further ado, let's get started with the video. So as I mentioned in the intro, yes, this thing is over 64 studs long, because it uses two 32 by 32 base plates. Now some of you may be thinking, hey Brick, what on earth do you need that much space for? Well, I'm glad you asked. Sonic Colors is a really cool game, although it is kind of the only game where I find Sonic's personality annoying.
Capable is my middle name.
I thought your middle name was The.
Okay, I very much stand corrected here. Now, because I started on my build later than the rest of the group, I actually didn't really get that much of a pick.
No copyright law in the universe is going to stop me!
It was between Sweet Mountain and Terminal Velocity. I love space, so it has to be Terminal Velocity. Terminal Velocity is the last level in the game, where you are Sonic running down the side of a space elevator. And if that wasn't cool enough, Act 2 has you running away from a black hole. After I grabbed my 32 by 32 base plates, I built up some white bricks all around the outside, outlining where the main construction of the build is going to go.
I actually despise building with white.
Zip it past me. Towards the back, I created a light bluish gray and dark bluish gray randomized pattern to give the effect that the black hole has torn it apart. I also added this additional segment in the back, which pretty much shows that there's no space station left. And after the whole thing was outlined, I added some black plates all along the outside to give the effect of space or just empty void. You'll notice that that segment is very much devoid of any details. After telling that terrible joke, I decided to build up the interior structure using some randomized bricks. Of course, yeah, they're just for structure, they're not meant to look pretty. And made sure to add these random potholes throughout the rest of the build. You'll notice that in game footage, when Sonic is running, you can actually see the space station being torn apart by the black hole pretty far in advance. How Sonic didn't fly into the black hole, I have literally no idea. But whatever the reason, it still looks good, and that's what matters. After I completed the potholes, I detailed them with plenty of electronic looking stuff, and then covered the entire top in plates. The next thing I noticed was that the space station is actually more round than I was thinking. So to fix this, I grabbed these very, very long white plate parts, and then put them at an angle to give the roundish effect, and that fixed my problem very nicely. Now, when I was near completing this build, I was thinking that I would not have enough tiles for it. If you look at actual game footage, you'll notice that it's a very smooth runway. By the way, thank you for making it halfway through the video. I just want to let you guys know that I have additional content scattered all across the internet. If you want exclusive content, then go check out my Instagram threads, and my LEGO life. Additionally, if you want to stay in touch and get even better notified when I post, go join my Discord server, link in the description. But alright, back to the video. During production of this build, I was thinking I would not have enough tiles to achieve this look. I definitely surprised myself. Towards the front, I added this grill section, and then the remainder of it where there are not important colored plates, it's all tiled off. Next, I added these red slopes all around the outside. The next two things I did were build up these arches, which you can see in game footage and actually look really good when it comes to LEGO. One thing I do want to point out is this arch. It uses these A-frame pieces, which means it doesn't perfectly align with the opposite side, but I still thought it looked good and it was barely noticeable. The other arch is more basic. It's just a simple brick construction. Towards the back, I used a lot of purple. Using the technique of greebling, which is randomized parts to create an interesting look, I made a very chaotic black hole. Also, I'm now just realizing that in the new LEGO Star Wars show, the last names of some of the main characters are actually Greeblings. Very clever reference. And by the way, if you want to see an in-depth review of the trailer for that, make sure to subscribe and watch this video. Now that we've completed that, it's time to build a speed trail for Sonic. I actually had one of these already, as showcased in an earlier video, but never actually got to use it anywhere. So I naturally thought that this was the perfect place to use it. I built up a simple speed trail and added the blue blur. And with that finishing touch, what does the build look like all complete? I'm very pleased with how this came together. It was a relatively simple construction, yet is so cool. As of right now, it remains the largest build ever completed on this channel. Paneling on the outsides gives it the round effect I wanted, and the tiles give the center a very, very polished effect. The black hole, so happy with all the chaos going on there. And finally, I'm very pleased with the amount of detailing in these potholes all over the place. But with that, it's time to wrap up the video. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.
So, how about you and me make like Eggman's hairline and recede?
Wake up.